Ladies and gentlemen, before we unveil, we would like to give a huge shout out to Fisher Sculptures. All 10 sculptures led by Chad Fisher. They've done an amazing job capturing and memorializing the great legend of our franchise. Please give a warm round of applause to Chad Fisher, who's responsible for... Everybody ready? Are all the cameras ready? All right, I need your help. Counting backwards from 5. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mother Trump.
Oh, look at that!
Mother Trump.
Yes.
Oh!
Look at that! That's everything right there. All right.
Look at the crossover. 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 Hit him. Who angles you hit that day? Hey, yeah, who angles you hit that day? Who angles you hit that day? Who angles you broke? Huh? Somebody angles got broke that day. Give them their credit. Give them their credit.
You know why we are here. We are going to honor number 3, Allen Iverson. We're also here because Sixers management and ownership understands the importance of our franchise's history. And on top of that is the 76ers managing partner. Please give a warm welcome to Josh Harris.
All right, well, this is what Philly basketball is all about. Thank you guys for being here. No one can bring them out like Allen. So we're all here to honor Allen, AI, the answer, and what he's meant to our franchise, and who he is as a person. And you know, I for one am so happy that he's with us. You're a part of us, man. Thank you for everything you've done. First of all, I want to thank, I mean, you look around and you see the room. I'm not going to start naming people, but, you know, the history of this franchise is deep and it's strong, and it really starts with people like Allen. And thank you guys, everyone, for coming, coaches, execs, players, like everyone for dropping what they were doing, coming out to honor the man. Allen changed basketball forever. You know, even for me personally, you know, kind of the idea that through grit, tenacity, and just leaving it all on the court, you can make it happen. You don't have to be the biggest. You don't have to be the strongest. Like, that helped us and helped all of us. And we all remember it, and we are so happy that now, going forward, and we're going to do this today, that every player that comes in, every coach that comes in, every executive that comes in, is going to have to walk by a picture of the answer, a statue of the answer, and understand what that means. You know, the other things about Allen that I remember being overseas. I think it was in China, and we were playing over there, and you know, he was beloved in the streets. I mean, you know, you don't really, so I just think that, like, as humble as he is, as genuine as he is, as low-key as he is, like, there are very few international superstars that remain human, humble, and care. And so I want to thank you for being with us every day, being in Philly and mentoring our players. When you show up on the basketball court, there's no one that gets a louder ovation, and it really means a lot to everyone in Philly that you're still with us and you're still here. And thank you for everything you do. Last thing that I'll say is, you know, all of us have had tough times. We've been up, we've been down, and you know, just seeing Allen where you are today, man, you know, it makes me so proud, and it makes me want to get up and just fight harder every day. And so, with ABG and all the stuff you've accomplished, so man, this day is for you. You deserve it, and we're so glad to be able to honor you for everything you mean to us and everything you've done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Josh. I once had lunch with this man, and I asked him what's the main thing he learned about owning a professional sports franchise. And he said, yes, you own it, but you're really just borrowing it because the franchise really belongs to the fans. Co-managing partner of the 76ers, David Blitzer. David?
This is awesome. Like, if you haven't stood up and looked around and seen all the love in this room for Allen, it's absolutely incredible. So thank you, everybody, for coming out today. It's a pleasure, obviously, for me to be here as we honor one of the greatest players in NBA history and one of the most beloved athletes of all time in Philadelphia and, frankly, around the globe. But I do want to clear something up when I talk about a couple of dates. So I think many of you in this room know this. Some of you probably forget this. But Pat Croce was being labeled a hero when he won the draft lottery in 1996. Little known fact, Pat actually lost the first lottery. Went to Toronto. And Toronto was not allowed to have the #1 pick in the draft as part of their expansion deal, so they went and they did a second draft lottery, at which point Pat nailed it, and that led to June 26, 1996, when AI officially became a Sixer. We all knew it was happening, but it became official in that summer of 1996. And on I think it was November 1st, we had the first regular season game of Allen Iverson in a Philadelphia 76ers uniform. He put up 30. We unfortunately lost to Milwaukee, but the AI era was started. Throughout Allen's 15-year NBA career, he earned the respect of his peers and fans across the world with his toughness, his fearlessness, his confidence, and his overall just absolute brilliance on the basketball court. Still to this day, his connection with the fans stand out. A connection that was rooted in authenticity, admiration, and love. Allen played with immeasurable heart and grit. Our fans just couldn't get enough of him. He put his body on the line night in and night out, battling the giants of his era like Shaquille O'Neal and Tim Duncan. I had a personal experience where when Allen was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2016, I went up to Springfield, Massachusetts to see this amazing honor. And to see Allen be presented to the Hall of Fame by Coach Brown, by Julius Erving, and by Coach Thompson, and hearing Allen get up and give his speech and what this all meant to him was an amazing and important night for me in my life. Allen went head-to-head with the icons of our game, becoming an icon himself, obviously, along the way. From the unforgettable crossover of Michael Jordan in his rookie year to his battles with legends like the late, great Kobe Bryant, AI never backed down from any challenge. And in fact, he craved those challenges and used them as opportunities to showcase his game to the world. And better yet, he shined a spotlight on what it means to be a Philadelphia athlete. It's the type of spirit, the Iverson spirit, that our current Sixers will look to embody as we prepare for what we hope is a long and productive postseason run. And it is why today's sculpture unveiling is so fitting. Every day, Joel, Tyrese, Tobias, the coaching staff, the execs, the front office, enter this training complex, this amazing training complex. They will see the bronze sculptures of the icons who paved the way, and we finally have Allen to see in a little while. They will feel what it means to be a Philadelphia 76er, and you cannot discuss the history of this franchise, the history of the NBA, without reflecting on the impact of Allen Iverson. So Allen, congratulations on all you've accomplished, and thank you for all you've meant to this franchise, to this city, and the game of basketball.
Thank you, David. I left the team in 2021 before Nick Nurse got here, and Nick, I never had the chance to say, 4 bounces on the rim. Really, Nick? Really? I have to admit, I always admired you from afar. I always thought you were a tremendous coach, and you certainly were that season. You've been a great coach this season. You had a very rough patch, and we're very optimistic with you at the helm now for the playoffs. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to the Sixers head coach, Nick Nurse.
Thank you, everybody. Just want to say how incredibly humbled and honored I am to even be up here. I understood the amazing tradition of this city and this organization when I came here for my interview. And it's amazing to represent this team and to go to work and fight for this team every single day. I did say on my interview when I came in here, where's the AI statue? So we've got that taken care of, right? We're going to have that taken care of here in a minute. So also, just again, I've met some people that I've never met before, like that I consider mentors of mine that I studied. Coach Brown, study when I'm a young coach learning how to coach. Pat, I told you how many times I read your book, Lead or Get Off the Pot. I really love that. And then obviously, AI, my visions, obviously I'm learning how to coach, and 20 years ago I'm in my 30s, a lot younger, right? But I'm learning and watching everything I can get my hands on, and just the recurring visions of you playing with so much heart and driving to the basket, it going in and you taking a shot or going down and picking your ass up and doing it night after night after night. And just like your heart was so much of everything that you just saw it every night out there, right? And I think that it leaves or has left or will leave forever a foundation of what the city stands for and how guys need to play the game. Again, you go out there to play, putting that jersey on, the shit goes by fast. You gotta respect that. You gotta enjoy that, and you gotta give everything you got, because it's all gone just like that when you're a player. But man, if anybody maxed out that thought playing this game, it was you. So I want to thank you for that. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to fight my ass off to get this team back to where you took them a long time ago. Okay? Thank you so much for having me here today.
Thank you, Nick. Whenever Allen got an award, he always showed appreciation for his teammates. A number of them are here today. We're going to acknowledge them in just a few moments. In the meantime, one teammate in particular really helped Allen to be Allen. He would handle the ball, he'd run the offense, he would take the other team's best offensive player in the backcourt. And I'm proud to introduce a former analyst of mine as well, Eric Snow. Eric, come on up.
Hello, how's everyone doing? It's two parts of Allen I want to talk about. The first one is what no one really knows, what no one hears, what no one talks about. It's the heart. In 1998, I know that was a long time ago, I was traded to Philadelphia. I was in Seattle, wasn't playing. I got here probably around midnight, and we played the next day. It was MLK Day at 2:00 p.m. So I heard all the stuff that everybody here, and I walked out on the court, and the first person to walk up to me and welcome me to the team was Allen Iverson. And from that point on, I felt the heart. It was the guy that allowed me to be the point guard of the team, because he was the point guard when I came. He allowed me to do my job. He allowed me to help him. And anyone that's been around basketball a long time, they understand that that's not easy to do. And it doesn't happen a lot. But that's his heart. Even to this day, I'm not always awake when he calls me, but I will return the call the next day. Our hours are a little different, but he still keeps in touch. My kids love it when he calls. They want me to be on speakerphone. So my two younger boys have never seen him play. They just want to hear his voice. But that's the amazing part about him, is that everywhere I've gone in my life, no matter where I've lived, no matter where I've traveled, people know, recognize, and love who Allen Iverson is. But I know and recognize and appreciate the Allen Iverson that people don't see, the heart, how genuine the heart is. Someone that's always caring when he sees my family, always asking how I'm doing. And people are amazed that he actually does it. I'll get a phone call and they'll be like, "Is that Allen Iverson for real? That's really him?" But that's who he is. The player is the other guy, and that guy amazed me every time I stepped out on the court. Playing beside him, and yes, I was always asked, what was your reaction when he stepped over Ty Lue? I didn't see it actually until after the replay, just so you know. But all I knew was that every night we stepped out on the court, I was gonna have somebody beside me that was gonna give everything that he could. And we knew that. A lot of my teammates that are here, or our teammates rather, that play with us, like Aaron that played with us all the way through, Theo and Matt and everybody else. I can't name everybody else, I guess. That's Mark's job. But I do know that for everything that you've done for me, everything that you've done for this team, the game of basketball, you're very much appreciated. And this is well-deserved, and this is an honor that I feel like I'm thankful to just be a part of it. I'm thankful to be a part of your life and to be someone that you've said have helped you. But this right here is well-deserved and well-earned by yourself. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, E. Snow. Of course, we have a lot of family here, but I'm just going to keep this very quickly to former players, coaches, front office personnel, some folks, Allen, who played with you, played against you. Billy King, Pat Croce, Larry Hughes, Matt Geiger, Theo Ratliff, Jumaine Jones, Doug Overton, Mark Jackson, Aaron McKee, Jameer Nelson, who remembers the 60 piece you put on him in Orlando. Jameer, I'm sorry. It's my man right there. Jameer Nelson, Larry Brown, Rasheed Wallace, Randy Ayers, and Elton Brand. Please give every one of those names some applause. So I remember more than 7 years ago, I was sitting in my seat. It was Symphony Hall in Springfield, Massachusetts, when Allen was being inducted for the Basketball Hall of Fame. And I remember I was sitting off to the side, and Allen was speaking from the stage to the right. And to the left, there were two things way up in the rafters. There was a teleprompter, and there was a 15-minute clock. So the prompter, that stopped after about 30 seconds. Because, bro, you went off script. You named just about everybody who had anything remotely to do with your basketball career. And the clock, after the 15 minutes, it would say, stop, stop, stop. You didn't pay attention to that either, did you? Listen, you had some nice things to say about me that night, and I was really overwhelmed by it. But let me say this publicly. You gave me some amazing material to work with. You were awesome. I have never seen another athlete like you. Ladies and gentlemen, Allen Iverson.
Zoo, best in the business. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Wow, this is such an honor, man. I just want to thank everybody that had a hand in this, to make this happen. I've accomplished a lot of things in my career, but this is the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? It don't get too much better than this. For people that know, you know. If you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. You cannot accomplish the things that I've accomplished in my career, in my life in general. You can't do it by yourself. You know what I mean? So many people that helped me get to where I'm at in life. So many people that was play the intricate part in who I am, my development and my maturation as a man. For you, Sonny, my family, my kids, Coach Bailey, Coach Thompson, may he rest in peace, and Larry Brown, meant so much to me in my development as a basketball player. I always felt that I was a good player, and I always felt like, you know, me and Coach didn't see eye to eye on things, but he wanted the same thing that I wanted out of my career and our team goals. And once I bought into that, that's what turned me into an MVP basketball player. That's what turned us to a team that were winners, that could go to the finals and compete with the best teams. There's just so many people that helped me. And, you know, when you think about the statue outside, you know, that's a representation to y'all people that helped me, to everyone that played a part in my development in my life. You know what I mean? When y'all see that statue, y'all can feel good about the part that y'all did in helping me in my life. And I truly appreciate it. This is such an honor, man, and it don't even seem real. I don't get nervous too much, but just seeing so many people in here that I love and just want to say all the right things, and just want y'all to know how much I appreciate y'all. And I promised myself I wasn't gonna do this, but it is what it is. I thank everybody for coming out. I thank everybody, like I said, for playing a part in this and making this dream come true. And I'm just so excited to see what's going on. Thank you.